Okay, let's talk about your music. You know, you are someone I'm a very big fan of. You do so many things. I love your paintings. I love you can dance. You were dancing in one of my music videos at the past.
Yeah.
And when you're on stage, there was one Instagram clip I saw. The energy there is not the same person that is sitting next to me. If I wouldn't know you, I would be scared even to contact you.
Yeah.
There was a rock and roll kind of energy. So you're multi-talented.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you are good in what you're doing. Even though maybe you will not hear this so often, let me be one of the person that tells you that. Yeah. And among all your talents, which one that is on the forefront? Is it the music, or is it the writing, or is it the painting? Which one is the main?
It's the one that I want to do now.
Main something you will not live without.
You know, a lot of my answers seem like they're not really connected to what you're asking, but actually, you may hear through all of it that I keep coming back to saying the now.
Yeah.
Because I lived most of my life always being in the past. I was thinking about and what I should be doing. I should choose which one of the sections that I do: painting, dancing, singing, acting. You know, I should choose.
Yeah.
But creation doesn't flow when you start having an egotistical way of trying to say, I'm going to pursue this or I'm going to pursue that.
Yeah.
When you just be and live in the now and connect to how you're feeling right now. Maybe right now I feel like singing, you know, then I'll sing and then I'll write a song. Because if I stay on, I have to paint. But in my heart I feel like singing, or I feel like, I don't know, jogging or sleeping or whatever. If I don't follow who I truly am in this moment, then there is no flow.
You have to be in control.
And so I don't really differentiate any of the things that I do. They're all being. They're all in that moment. I'm fully aware of that moment. I would like to think I'm fully aware in that moment of what I'm experiencing, and I would like to express it in a certain form. Sometimes it's through singing, sometimes it's through dancing, sometimes it's through acting, and sometimes it's through completely other different. Sometimes even through sleeping. It's also doing something. It's also creative output. You know, maybe you dream something, wake up, and wow, okay, this I have to document through journals or through songs. So I can't really say which one I'm doing the most. I'm doing them all. I'm doing them all, and whatever comes next comes next.
And you are good in all of them.
Thank you.
Wow. But tell us about your band, this Almost Famous. You know, the name is a nice name. I must tell you, the name is a nice. The name there's a humility in that name. Almost Famous. and when you hear it once, you don't forget that name. It's like telling yourself you're not too serious about what you're doing, but you are good still. You know, if you say, oh, I'm not famous, but I'm almost famous. I like the name.
You got the essence of it. That's the essence.
Exactly. And everybody that hear that name will want to listen to the music, to know what they have to say. How did the band came about?
Actually, I got a phone call from the bassist. I didn't get a phone call, I got a message, and I called. And what usually happens when I hear a voice, that's when the decision already happens. I picked up the phone, he's like, hi, how are you? And I instantly just felt right. And we said, we'll meet up for a jam session, we'll just see how everything goes, let's just take it easy, you know. And in the first jam session that we did, the first time we met, we already created one of our first songs. It just happened like that. Out of the freestyle, we're recording, and there was verse, chorus, everything was in it. And we said, okay. Then he said that he'll bring along a friend of his, a good colleague. He's worked with him before, Mike. So the bassist is Stefan. Also known as Ghost Dog on Instagram. And then he called Mike, a guitarist, and he came along with the second session. We made a second song on the second session. I said, okay, let's keep this going.
Okay.
And eventually we had Michi, who came along as well, the drummer.
Yeah.
And then we ended up, you know, every time we said at the very beginning that we want to take this serious, you know.
Okay.
We want to take this seriously. This isn't just a jam session.
Okay.
But we don't want to take ourselves too seriously, you know.
Okay.
Because how do you want to create if you're serious all the time?
But the idea of a band was not there yet.
It kind of just became.
It was natural.
Yeah, it became, and what I really
Organic.
loved is that the whole process was so organic. It's exactly what I asked for, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
Really, thank you guys. It was so organic, and also the roles that we all are in right now, the way we're, you know, eingeteilt.
Yeah.
Word in English.
Yeah.
It's so organic, and everyone is putting their own talent and their own,
Their
you
own
know, their own
contributions.
experience. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I'm so enjoying it. Really, really, really.
Wow.
So we ended up just, you know, writing and meeting and yeah.
But now, are you ready with a full album, or it's just a single?
We have a lot of stuff. We have there's some things coming. Y'all don't even know yet. There's some things that are on the way.
Yeah.
And actually, there was a song before this that we wanted to release.
Yeah.
But then we came together, and Purple Soul was one of the first songs that we made, and we played it. We just played it because we said, oh, okay, we're producing so much right now. Let's just get together and play live again, because that's our essence. You know, we love that sound, that band sound. You know, with rap hip hop context. And we just came together on that session. We said, okay, let's just play Purple Soul. Let's just do Purple Soul. You know, look through our playlist. Let's do Purple Soul. And we recorded it, and then when we listened to it, we're like, actually, let's release this one. this one, like, yo, this slaps. You know, we love it.
Yeah.
Love Purple Soul.
Do you have plans to go on concert when after the Corona thing?
Once it's possible, sure. You know, until then, we're gonna be creative. I think this whole situation is actually a very interesting one for us artists, because it squeezes the creation out of us. You know? It asks us to be. The situation asks us to create.
Yeah.
Asks us to be creative.
Yeah.
Either you evolve and learn how to do, you know, learn how to express your art form in such a way that you can still stay over water, or you dissolve. You know? So I think, as much as you know, one can complain, why not just accept the situation and evolve out of it? Of course, we'd love to do concerts, but we're gonna see how else we're gonna push out our music and what other kind of, you know, even and what other kind of platforms. Until then, yeah. But definitely, I have to say, I do love performing live.
Yeah.
I was live performing before this Corona thing happened.
Yeah.
That was my profession. That was what I did for a living. That's how I paid the rent.
And you are great on the stage.
I love it.
It's another energy.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Usually, you know, like I said before, I'm most of the time at home and, you know, making music and reading books and taking my dog out. Very much with myself. The text that you hear throughout the songs, also in Purple Soul, these are reflections. These are very personal reflections and personal things that I went through during those times that I would just write, you know, and then we'd put music together as a band, and I'd put the lyrics on top of that. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Okay, I have a few questions here, which you just listen and then you give us a brief answer.
Okay.
Okay. What's the 3 most important things you will take with you to the mountain for 3 days?
My dog.
Okay.
Marley's coming, he'll love it.
Yeah. Okay.
My notebook. Yeah, definitely my notebook.
Your notebook.
Yes, I love writing journals. I love writing journal entries.
Okay.
So I would take to write down the experience.
Okay.
I don't know how this mountain looks like, so I don't know if
A mountain, you are alone there.
Yeah, okay.
For
okay.
3 days.
Journal.
No communication with anyone.
My
Only you alone.
yeah. My dog.
You have to
my
think
journal.
very well.
And I guess food.
What kind of food?
Fruits and vegetables, you know, alkaline, vegan food. Yeah.
It will not spoil for 3 days.
If I take a mango that's not ripe yet, it
Okay.
will be ripe on the second day, and on the third day.
Sometimes you wait for 4 days and it's not,
You know?
and you'll be disappointed.
Okay, I'll take different kinds of mangoes. I'll prepare. I don't know. But
Okay.
I definitely I'll take a journal and my dog.
And some fruits. Yeah. I'll also do the same. Because if you're with your dog, you feel more safe. You don't feel alone. You don't feel lonely. Okay, the second one. Which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. D, I was wrong. Should I play it again? Or?
Yeah, play it again.
Which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. D, I was wrong.
B, I need help.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's something I'm learning. I'm getting better at it.
Okay.
But I think out of all of those, it might be B.
Okay. So it's hard for you to say you need help.
It is. I
Ask for help.
sometimes I fall into this kind of thing that you know, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself, and then I kind of, you know, stay in that.
Okay, what if you definitely need help and the help is there, it's just for you to ask?
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard. It really is. It's. I perceive it as hard. It is not hard.
Yeah.
I perceive it as that being hard.
Yeah.
Why? Because I latch onto my past experiences, and it's a process, and I'm learning to be in the now and to be able to ask for help.
Okay.
I think that just comes from my past experiences.
Okay.
But I'm trying.
Okay. So
Trying.
let's move to the next. Keep watching Akoko TV on Ride with Coleman.